Okay. What's up, boys? For anybody, most people at least, when you watch a YouTube video and people say something that's incorrect, maybe your first assumption would be to pause the video, maybe go down to the comments and say something. Well, seeing as how I'm new to YouTube and have only been operating as of just a few days ago for 6 months, I've made quite a few mistakes or misspoke during video. It happens to all of us, and in the best interest of staying transparent and making sure that those things are corrected, I've assembled a list in the last 6 months of things that I either got wrong, misspoke about, or just overall corrections and things that I would like to rectify moving forward from my catalog, or back catalog, if you will. So I'll just run through. I know this might, you're like, holy shit, this is your weekly drop. I get that. I just would like to address those things. I try to be pretty meticulous, but mistakes happen. People are human, and when you do 5 takes of a friggin' line because, an airplane flew by or some random noise distracted you or whatever it may be, your battery might have died. It is what it is. So I just want to address a couple things and then let you people be on your fine and merry way. In my original EDC, my very first video that I posted on this channel, you can see the thumbnail here. I said, well, I actually just addressed it in my 6-month update, but essentially, I called the Heatwave Future Tech sunglasses the laser face models. I've got both, so it is what it is. I just had a momentary lapse of the name. In my second video, I unboxed and installed a product called 𝚂𝚑𝖕𝖕𝖔𝖐. You can see the thumbnail for that video right here. It's a 24 magazine sleeve that fits into a 50 cal ammo can. I called it 𝚂𝚑𝚕𝖕𝖔𝖐. It is 𝚂𝚑𝚑𝖕𝖕𝖔𝖐. It's one of those weird Chinese alphabet soup brands that you see pop up on common, like Amazon or whatnot. So, correction for the brand name on that product. In my LBT, again, my LBT 14-liter day pack video, I had a couple of random things that I misspoke about, but while filming, I could not remember the name for Brian Black's company, Imminent Threat Solutions, and I kept thinking ETS, where is that? ETS, the magazine company. I'm sorry, Brian Black, I know you'll probably never see this, but I appreciate your products, and yeah, just wanted to properly address that. In my range bag rundown or setup video, I'm not exactly sure what I called it, I said that the Club Pack 3 timer was the Club Pack 2. I think I did it again in the fundamentals, building fundamentals, or how to improve your firearms handling for low or no money type video that I did. It was an accident. I genuinely forgot that it was the Pack 3, not the Pack 2, whatever. It is what it is. I also said in that video that I wore the tactical gloves when it's hot out. I meant to say when a barrel is hot, i.e. a shotgun or something that, a rifle or something that would require protection for your offhand. In my introduction to medical video, I called the recovery position the rescue position. They are not the same thing. It was just, for some reason, that word was, I think I was thinking rescue breaths, so that word was kind of stuck in my brain. I didn't catch that until editing, or I'd already posted. I didn't catch it during editing, rather. In my 5 knives under $50 or whatever video, I said for my number 2 pick, they used to be my number 1 pick, the Ontario or Randall's Adventure Rat number 1 and 2, I said that they were my pick, and then blah 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 blah. They're discontinued now. You can't, I don't think the company is operating anymore. You might still be able to pick them up, but I just want everyone to understand they are discontinued, so I'm amending the list. So I also said in that video, I inadvertently said that Spydercos were USA made. Most Spydercos are USA made. There are some that are made in Japan. There are some that are made in China. I also made the distinction that the Tenacious was either made in China or Taiwan. Really don't want to be up here, fucking don't John Cena me and ding my social credit score just because I suggested the whole Taiwan thing. I don't frankly give a fuck. It is what it is. I'm just making the correction. In my home defense weapon selection video, or intro to home defense weapon options video, I called the Modlite PL350 the Modlite PLH350. That's technically not the correct name for it. The head is the PLH-V2 and the body is the PL350. I kind of smashed them together. I believe that I did that in another video, though I caught it, so I'm honestly, I can't remember, but I feel like I've done that maybe 1 or 2 times, so honest mistake. Also, in that same video, when I was talking about shotguns being potentially some of the best options for a lot of people, I said in the instance where you have a lot of property, a long gun might not do you well. I meant to say a black rifle, an AR-15, or a .308 or something of that nature in place of a shotgun. Again, it makes context with, it makes sense within the context of the video. All right, I think I did catch this one during editing, and I did a voiceover and a little funny note, but in my Glock 43X and Shield Arms S15 video, I did call the Terran Tactical Innovation +2 base pad the Shield Arms +2 base pad. I have one of each. I forgot which one that I had with me, so I just said the one that I normally carried. It was an honest mistake. They're both great. You can't get the one. Do with that information what you will. In my magazine selection video, I held up a metal magazine, a standard GI pattern metal magazine. I held it up to the camera and said these were Duramags, when in fact they were Brownell's mags. I'd cut a previous segment. Essentially I just picked up the wrong mag. They both look the fucking exact same. Like, it's really hard to tell. So yeah, just for posterity's sake, it was a Brownell's mag, and I did have a Duramag on the table. So in my Taurus G3 video, which ironically was pretty popular, I will be doing a follow-up with the G2C or the G3C just in the future, and then potentially some of the other Taurus. I said that the Toro came milled so that you could put different sights on it. What I meant to say was it came milled from the factory so that you could put different red dot optics or red dot sights on it. I know that's a simple correction, but I did make a couple other oopsies, one after the other there. I also said in the video, oh, I think it has a metal magazine release. And then I looked at it and said, no, it's plastic. It actually is metal. And the third oopsie, I said that the mags were made by Taurus. I meant to say that the mags were made for Taurus by Mechgar. It was kind of a stumbling of words, and there's no replace in place function on YouTube, so outside of doing annotations or a video like this, there's no way to correct that. In the Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol video, I said that I didn't think that the firearm could be ghost loaded, but that I would try. Not only did I not try it, but it does work. I have rectified that with a YouTube short. You might be seeing it playing here above my shoulder, you might not. I did catch that, and a subscriber basically was like, I was promised, Mr. Watson I believe was his name, he basically called me out on it, so I rectified it at that time. I just want to bring it up for full transparency. In my bug out bag video, I showed a SWAT tourniquet, and then about 10 minutes later, I showed 2 or 3 different soft T wide tourniquets from the interior of the pack. I called them SWAT tourniquets. This is one that didn't get past the editing stage. I just wanted to, again, for transparency, I messed up. It is what it is. I also said that peanut butter is pretty shelf stable and that you don't and it doesn't go bad. That's not true. Peanut butter does go bad, but if you haven't opened it, it's shelf stable for longer. It's a little bit better temperature resistant. Once you open peanut butter, you should either refrigerate it or use it within 6 months, a year. So don't get sick on very, very old out of the jar peanut butter just because you heard it from me. I also called the 𝚂𝚘𝚒𝚕𝖒𝐵𝐵𝐵 packable operator jacket, the rain jacket, the 𝚂𝚘𝚒𝚒𝚕 pack down. You can pack that jacket down, but that is not the name for the product. I just wanted to make that clear. And I guess the reason that I even did this video, the Glock 19 video. Yeah, I get it. Maybe it was controversial, me not loving or saying it wasn't in my top 5 favorite or top 4 favorites. I was being very specific with that because it's my 5th favorite Glock 9mm offering. People were upset. They were, talking shit about the amount of barrel wear that is or isn't on my barrel. I should have kind of gone over it a little bit more in the video, that that wasn't the configuration that the firearm was in for the whole life. I have 20,000, between 21 and 22,000 rounds on that frame, though the upper has been swapped out many, many, many times. There was different barrels, there was a complete different slide, there have been different optics, there's been comps, there's been, So I did not clarify that very well, though that doesn't change the amount of rounds that have been through the firearm in the last 7 years. So it's not my only Glock 19, and I did not say why I was selling it. I did kind of reference that at the very end. I'm selling that specific one as I have 2 more. So all that being said, I think people should be open, honest, transparent. I think people should try and be precise in their words. I know that sometimes it may seem like I'm being long, drawn out, overly talkative or loquacious or using big words for no reason. Words are important, and the meaning and why you say those words are also important. So I wanted to set the record straight, correct all my mistakes, maybe use this as an opportunity to do a mea culpa, like, hey, I'm not perfect. I appreciate everybody for sticking by with me. We did recently just break 400 subscribers, and I kind of wanted to do this to say thank you and to just show, hey, I'm not perfect, and I want to continue to make better and better quality content and better stuff for everybody. So thank you for everybody that has recently subscribed. And if you ever have any questions, or you don't like something I said, or something I said was wrong, please let me know. I do strive to make sure that everything that I put out is good information. I might get names wrong, I might stumble or say things that are incorrect, but I want to put out good information because some of this stuff can get people hurt, especially with firearms or, survival type. If I tell you how to put a tourniquet on and I tell you, the wrong steps or fumble something like that, and then you need to do it, well, I don't want that on my conscience because I taught somebody the wrong thing. So I think it's important to clarify yourself and, yeah, make corrections when you can. It shows the mark of a good man who can admit when they're wrong. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I appreciate, again, everybody that has subscribed in the last couple of weeks, all my new people, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Catch you in the next one. Peace. 𝚂𝚑𝚒𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑